right? So force curl. But I think at a lot of levels, we force curl because we put pressure on the rim, pressure on the basket. Force curl, pop, and play.
Finish only using the net. You cannot use the backboard now. What's going to happen, Justin, is we're going to pass the ball to either the wing or corner, and we are going to give either option A, option B, or option C.
Just like three-man weave is a block drill, meaning you're doing the same thing over and over again, when you go and shoot from the same spot, you're doing the same thing over and over again. That's not game-like. Well, BDT, hands up, hands down, we would only do that initially for the beginning of practice as warm-up or end of practice to get mass shots, rather than repetitively shooting block over and over again.
He's doing this to work on what we call fight for his feet, getting his feet to the ground. Whatever footwork you want, you can obviously incorporate in terms of this.
1, 2, 3. Beautiful, great cut, love that, good dynamic one-on-one.
The decision is harder than the skill. The decision is harder than the skill.
You've got 2 guided defenders, and the defenders can only move on this line, the key line only.
The next thing that we do to add decision making is the best piece of advice I can give you. Add a defender.
What's our read? For Anton, yes, all right, you stayed and it allowed them to recover. You see this gap, you're just going, you're probably going to pull him with you, and now he's got separation. All right, we must read this if we're the second screener. All right, one more, do it again quickly.
What I want to talk about here, and I don't want to ever say that anyone's wrong. I'm not here to say you're wrong. I'm here to challenge your thinking. I'm here to stimulate your thinking. So what we want to talk about is why the three-man weave or many other drills we use don't have a game context.
Often teams would not even bother. This player here dribbles off the ball screen and it's an automatic switch.
So this is called a veer switch. So we're just going to watch through this. I've got the clips now. I didn't have these yesterday. So you guys can see here. This is a three on the 2 sides, but make sure it's a good 2 sides like we had. Or the corner goes cuts, and this guy drifts, right, on a middle drive.
Leave a game, I would argue that the chest pass is essentially dead. I don't see any of my players throw chest passes. So we have all of our passing happen outside the body, behind the back, over the head. Part of our philosophy as well is that we're trying to develop some creativity and freedom in our players to make the best available decision to them.
Most of the time when coaches say get your reps, it's in a block practice setting where players are doing the same thing every time. The idea is we want repetition without repetition. This comes from a guy called Bernstein. So I want them active, but every situation needs to be different.
What I do is everything that I do in coaching is based on these 3 things. I want to increase my players' enjoyment of playing the game. I want to increase the retention and transfer of the skills and decisions I teach to the game.
The main reason we start reps from 3/4 court is because the line of deployment, which is an old text winter term, the line of deployment is generally crossing half for your offense starting.
Because anything that can be player-led instead of coach-led is the most important part. Any point in my practice, I can connect it back to something by just creating that quick emphasis. It's exaggeration. If you're a 1-2, then it's the same concept. It's fight for your feet, but we want to do it quickly. So this and this are the same in my mind.
It's called an elbow pick and roll. Now I've got the 2 sides behind me and a single side in front of me. Now what's going to happen is I'm just going to come off and I'm going to hit you on an early. That's good, Timon. That's good. Good job making a mistake. That's good. Figure it out implicitly without me telling them what to do. Every time as a coach we give players an explicit solution, we are robbing them of a chance of self-discovery.
So there's an agreement, and it's literally that. It's a conversation as a group that I will remind them about sometimes, but the agreement is, can I coach you?
What is the purpose of offense? Yes, you're right. Creating advantages. Exactly, creating advantages.
This is the biggest thing from sharing some of these ideas at the NBA level is game day is completely different than any other time. Because game day is all about comfort and confidence. It's not learning. So I'm okay with any of that stuff that makes players comfortable and makes you comfortable.